the rain. Got my hand up for a taxi. I finally got her name. Then we slipped into the backseat. I whisper, are you okay? She nods her head with feeling, but I could see the pain, and I cannot explain how I am captivated.
Welcome to Downtown Farmington. I'm Patrick Roach, and I'm standing here in Sunquist Pavilion, surrounded by the luscious grass and lavish landscaping of Riley Park. But behind me are a strip of 11 stores, 7 of which are empty. Their business is gone, leaving large for lease signs in the window, signs that are ever more present in the struggling downtown district. Just 5 years ago, Downtown Farmington was the proud hub of the city that Money Magazine named the 55th best place to live in America. With invigorated confidence and big dreams, the city of Farmington wanted to make the downtown area even better. $3.2 million better.
And winning that race.
Tristan Lopez is the founder and chief director of Bringing Business Back, a brand new initiative to raise awareness for the downtown area's business slump.
Hey, let's make it even better, because there were things that could be improved. And so they said, hey, let's give Farmington a facelift. And they were going to make it beautiful. They were going to make it more beautiful. They widened the sidewalks and repaved them, and they repaved the crosswalks and put in new stoplights, and they put in all new landscaping, and they just made Farmington look really, physically and aesthetically attractive. And the hope was not only that that would make it more enjoyable to be in the city, but also that it would attract businesses to fill the few empty properties that there were at that time.
Yes, and unfortunately, of course, this didn't happen.
No. Here we are 3 years after the streetscape project, and there are far more empty businesses than there were at that time. So unfortunately, that didn't have the desired effect.
We took a trip to the downtown district with Mr. Lopez, who, having lived in downtown Farmington his entire life, has seen the city through its decline into its business slump.
So obviously, the downtown Farmington Center just doesn't look good right now. You look in all these shops and they're empty windows and empty stores. Fallen shelf, there's a dead bird in that window. And there's a long history of businesses that have been in every one of these stores. This has been like Ace Hardware, a Halloween store, a dollar store, and up here there's been a music store and a furniture consignment store, and in the next there was Big Apple Bagel was here for a long time. Dots was here for 20 years. And just recently, in the past few years, they've all gone to the point where there's only four stores in this strip of 11 properties. So obviously there's a problem in it.
After talking with Mr. Lopez, we went over to the adjacent Riley Park to ask some Farmington residents if they had noticed the presence of closed businesses.
Yeah, I did actually. This is the first time I've been here about 12 months, and actually being in Farmington. Actually came to shop, and I did notice some of the stores that were here, they've disappeared.
I've lived in this area for a long time, and over the past couple of years it seems like there's lots of vacant space, and where before it'd be vacant space for a little while and something else would move in. It seems as though things aren't moving in, and more people are, more businesses as well as people are moving out.
Clearly, this is a very prevalent issue that needs to be fixed. However, the extreme lack of clarity regarding the cause of the problem makes it hard to solve. Everyone seems to have their own theory on what caused the businesses to leave.
I'm not really sure. I've heard that the landlord charges a lot of money so the businesses leave because they can't pay the rent.
But ask that vilified landlord Scott Tucker himself, he'll give you a different story. In an email reply to a question asked by BBB, he said the rates are as low as they have ever been, and parking is the real reason that businesses have been leaving. Mr. Tucker's point may have been valid a few years ago when the first businesses were leaving, but there certainly isn't any competition for a parking spot today. Mr. Tucker also cited the poor economy as a reason for businesses leaving. We decided to ask Mike Lopez, a wealth managing partner at a financial planning firm, what effect businesses leaving has on the local economy.
Well, the Downtown Plaza is really the cornerstone of the Farmington's plan to make the downtown Farmington area a walkable city, and the plan was ultimately for that strategy to lure businesses to the city as well as to enhance the property values for the surrounding residential properties. the vacancy rates, while the businesses will continue to pay property taxes to the city, the vacancy rates make the overall desirability of the other properties in downtown less attractive, and therefore they pushes the value of those properties down, negatively impacting the real estate tax revenue coming in from those properties.
Through our talk with Mr. Lopez, we realized that the havoc of businesses leaving reaches far beyond merely the physical appearance of the downtown district. Clearly, this issue has far-reaching consequences, and regardless of what caused it, it needs to be solved. One of the proposed solutions involves renovating a downtown side street to add potentially valuable parking.
So this is Grove Street, and right now, as you can see, it's pretty ugly. It's pretty much a back street, and there's a plan in the making to maybe renovate it this summer to make this a divided boulevard, really, with parking on either side of the divider. So that would obviously add valuable parking to the downtown Farmington Center.
Farmington residents eagerly await the decision on the Grove Street plan. According to Mr. Tucker and the City of Farmington, other plans to add parking are in the making as well. Whether or not any of these solutions revive the city, however, there is still hope among Farmington residents.
Farmington's kind of interesting because although I noticed that there's a signs of business leaving, but I don't feel that it has I call it signs of decay.
I think all cities go through low points, and all nations and even all individuals go through low points. But I refuse to believe that those can last forever. So whether the Grove Street plan will be passed this summer and solve the problem right now, or it's another 10 or 20 years before the problem is solved. But I think eventually it has to be solved. But I do think that and this was really the reason behind the founding of bringing business back, is that the more people know and are aware of the problem, the faster it will be solved.
BBB would like you to consider bringing your business to downtown Farmington and to visit their website, www.bbbfarmington.webs.com, for more information on their initiative to bring business back to Farmington.
And I cannot explain how I am captive